Hello, my good fellows of Dragonheart RPG, and ladies, if any do play on this server. I believe a few do. But hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm here to talk to you about something very important to me, and I'm sure many of you will find it just as important. Now, production of dungeons, along with me being unbanned. And I'm putting these two things together for a reason. Because I do help with them quite a bit, more than Pack gives me credit for. But Pack has repetitively banned me, and I have over and over asked why, and I do not get answers that are worthy of a ban. I get called a shitty builder, all that good stuff. But that's not a reason for me to be banned. There's going to be a poll for you people of Dragonheart RPG. And I'm not sure if the staff is able to vote in it. I'm pretty sure they are. But it's up to you. I've talked a lot about opinions and what they should mean to the people of Dragonheart RPG. And it's all up to you. Your opinion will either save me or condemn me. And before there are a ton of comments from any staff members regarding why I was banned, it could be argued from any perspective. My personal one: I was on the server, building dungeons, so forth and so on. The server had been being promoted as a dungeon server. None of the dungeons were finished. They're still not finished. Me and Aqua still need to put looting chests and everything else in it, but we are doing everything we can to please you guys. Everything in our power. I stayed up straight last night building before Pack banned me again this morning, if that tells you anything. I have done everything I can to get on and build so that you guys can have the best thing you possibly can. But even then, again, all that happens is I get banned and called a shitty builder, and back to the main story. People are logging in. Where's the dungeons? Well, the dungeon world's not finished, so I have to tell them that. Well, now I've got 9 new players online who were looking forward to dungeons, and they want to leave the server because there's nothing for them to do. I mean, other than go outside of spawn and die, because they don't start with a kit, I don't think, and yeah. It's not the easiest thing to get started off on this server, which is okay because it's challenging, and challenges are good. But now we have 9, maybe a few less, maybe 7, I think 7 maybe, but it was no less than 7. So somewhere between 7 and 9 new players online, wanting dungeons. There's nothing for them to do. So Yugster's online, and I announce a small event. We spawned zombies, zombie pigmen, a few things like that. I think altogether we spawned like 300 mobs, and that was over a period of like 15 minutes. And keep in mind, we have those 7 to 9 new players online, and then a few of the older players. So I had a good 13 people there. That's probably record for the server to have doing something at the same time since I've been playing on it. That's freaking great. And what was better is the area they were doing it in, PvP was enabled. Nobody PvP'd. It was unadulterated teamwork. They were actually enjoying themselves and having a really good time. Now, after this event began, Yugster went AFK. He was fully aware of the fact that it had started. He is fully aware of the fact that I had planned it and began it. No warning was given. And he was okay with it. Even up till now, anytime I ask him about it, yeah, it was okay. That's the main reason I'm banned right now anyways. Even though one co-owner says it's okay and the other says it is not. Which, it isn't fair for either one to override the other. So that's why it's kind of coming to you guys. Because, yeah. In one sense, yes, I did not ask to have a event. But I did not find the rule for it anywhere. But I also suppose I didn't look super duper hard other than at spawn. Yeah. I could not find the rule for it. I don't know if it's on the forums here somewhere, but I was not aware of that rule. And yeah. So, back on to the story. Everybody's having a good time. Nothing is a challenge for them because there are so many of them. So I'm thinking, what could I spawn that would be a challenge for them? Well, withers are sometimes challenging. Spawn a wither. They demolished the thing. They took less time to kill the wither than they did for hordes of zombie pigmen. So I went back to that. I spawned about 50 zombie pigmen, and they were just about through killing them. There were 15 left. And, Pack logs in. He asked, what's going on? And I said, a small event. And he asked, did you ask? And I said no. And keep in mind, I am paraphrasing. I do have screenshots of the whole thing happening, etc. Just for caution, because it was not the first time that Pack had did something out of the blue where he banned me. So, I'm kind of in the habit of I screenshot anytime I'm talking to Pack. But, yeah. I told him I did not ask, and he announced that the event was over. Which I said, okay, and I put all the spawn eggs away, and went on about my business for about a whole 25 seconds, where he then kicked me from the dungeon faction, took my game mode away, and then immediately removed my privileges of builder, and got angry and banned me. While I was asking, why was I being demoted and crap. Yeah. So, in my personal opinion, I think I did what was right. I had players coming online, looking for dungeons. They had been lied to. There are not dungeons complete up to day. We have dungeons that are open for people to go kill mobs in, because some of the mobs actually drop loot. But the eventual plan is for there to be chests inside the dungeons that people can actually walk up to and loot. We also plan that if you walk into a certain room, the doors can lock behind you and in front of you. We have a whole dungeon built for that pure reason. You walk in a room, there's something to fight. And as soon as you kill it, the next door opens and you go into that room and it continues. Whole dungeon called the Gauntlet, Tier 8. Already built. We just have to get the plugins and crap to do it with. So, yeah. Don't know really what to say, but I do hope the good people of Dragonheart RPG can see where I'm coming from and give me a chance, at least. Because it wasn't a week of me playing on the server when I was shoved into the builder position with absolutely no idea of what to do. And of course, since then, I've been studying the rules some, etc. But, yeah. I don't know what they were expecting of me whenever I first joined. Like, literally, of day one, I've been building for this server. I wasn't on the server 45 minutes before I asked to help a moderator build. And they were okay with that. So, yeah. I really do hope you guys can forgive me for whatever mistake I have made in giving some players something to do. And as I'm talking, I'm remembering PAX said that it was because it gave them heroes levels. Whenever you're splitting that few mobs between 15, 16 people, what did they each get really? 20 kills? And I don't want to pin something on Aqua to make myself look better, but we were programming the dungeon bosses, and the tier 1 dungeon boss, anytime you killed it, you leveled up 15 times. You could be level 1, go to the dungeon world, walk in there, and spend 20 minutes, and you would be a master of your tier 2. And this is prior to tier 3 being added, but most people had that ability to go do that found it. And stranger, nobody reported it as a bug, which means a lot of people did bug abuse and were never punished, but that's fine, because it was on our fault. It wasn't on the player's fault, because they may have actually thought, well, it is a boss, so forth and so on. Since then, that boss has been removed and fixed, so don't try to go do that, and if you do find a boss that is bugged, please report it. But again, I do hope you guys can find it in your hearts to forgive me for the mistake I have made of giving players something to do. I also remember probably my very first ban on this server. I killed somebody in game mode. I have killed one person in game mode. That was prior to me knowing it was a rule, but I guess it's kind of common sense that you shouldn't. But it was building the very first dungeon for the server, before the tutorial dungeon, actually. And it was before Aqua became, not before he became head builder, but it was before he got involved in helping build the dungeons. It was before I knew who Aqua was. That was day 1 on the server. I was helping build it. And since then, it has been deleted by Minishimia, who was an admin and then head admin. And I think they got banned, or they got their rights revoked or something. Or they may have quit the server. I don't know the story, and I don't claim to, so yeah. Don't hold that to me. I don't know that for sure. Again, all I've been doing for the good people is build. I really do hope you guys can find it. And I feel like I'm repeating that a lot, but I really do hope that you guys can see where I'm coming from with this. And I'm running on 13 minutes here, so I'm going to try to wrap it up for you. I think I was banned, I wouldn't say unjustly, because there's reason, but I don't feel it's strong reason. It was more, I may have done something to deserve a day or 2 temp ban, not a permanent ban immediately. And then there was something to do with me insulting Pac. And off the back, I can think of, as I've mentioned before, he's called me a shitty builder tons of times, and many other things a few times. And I've only ever said one thing that could be taken offensively to Pac. So I will probably post that here in this chat, or here in the YouTube description. But yeah, I really do, again, hope you guys can forgive me for what I have done. And in closing, I'm sorry. And goodbye, and I hope you have a great day.